What is up, my lovely people? I am a little bit drunk tonight. I've had a really rough day. As if you're following me not long ago, if you've been following me, you realize that I did rescue a little kitten, and today was the day where I actually get rid of her. Well, not get rid of her, gave it to someone that will look after her. But because of the situation that I'm in, with suffering schizophrenia and having auditory hallucinations, my voices in my head were telling me that it went to a terrible home. It would be abused or probably killed and whatnot. But yeah, I had a rough fucking night. Because when we gave the little kitten to that person, my voices were just going crazy. Like, they said all these horrible things that I knew weren't true, but because of it, I self-harmed a bit. And if you can see that red mark on my hand, I kind of went a little batshit crazy, if you put it that way. And yeah, it was being diagnosed with schizophrenia is actually a pretty bad thing, because you do suffer from hallucinations and delusions, and some of the delusions are actually the hallucinations putting images into your head, typically. And what was going through my head with these voices? Like, my head is home to like about 5 different voices. At time it sounds like I'm in a busy restaurant, really. But tonight they've really got the best of me, and I didn't know what else to do. Like, once I started self-harming, I realized what I was doing, and I stopped immediately before I did any really bad damage. But as you could see before, that I did actually succeed in self-harming. But I'm restarting my recovery from hallucinations and not hallucinations. Fuck. I'm recovering from self-harming because my arm is just covered in scars. Like, once all my scars and everything heal up and they start to fade a bit, I'm eventually gonna get a new tattoo, which it actually represents a lot of things that I believe in. But yeah, tonight was a very rough night, and I've actually been kind of alone, really, going through this. And I know I should have rang my support worker, saying what I'm going through, but I didn't, because I let the voices get control of me. And now I'm kind of drunk at the moment. Well, not drunk, but a bit tipsy. I got through a whole fucking bottle of wine, and yeah, you can probably tell in my voice that I'm kind of out of it, and you can see with my eyes that I'm too out of it. But it was just a rough freaking time. Like, I haven't suffered from auditory hallucinations like that for a long time, and that spiking up today just really upset me, because I was making a really great recovery. And like I did used to do, I let the voices control me, and then I didn't know what else to do. I pretty much lost my shit, really, if you can put it that way. But if people have been following me on Instagram and everything lately, they actually, yeah, you'll probably understand where I'm coming from right now. But it was very difficult to actually let go of something that I started to create a bond with. Because for a few days, like, I had it for about 3 to 4 days, and the first day I wasn't very attached to it. But down but for the rest of the days that went past, I started creating a bond with the kitten, and I was just like, it was very hard letting it go, because I didn't know what the home would be, what the situation she would be in, and it really got the best of me for those past few days. And when the day came, that's when the hallucinations and everything started to arise from a very dark place in my mind, which I've actually tamed, but some reason my fucking voice is just it just it went crazy. Like I lost all control of myself again, which it has been a few, like maybe 2 to 3 months that I've actually not done that. Like, I've actually been in control of my actions, and tonight, well, the only way I calmed down tonight was due to drinking, which it's not gonna be an all time thing because one, I can't afford it until it's not healthy. But yeah, I don't know. But this whole situation with letting go of something that I started to grab a bond of, which from the start, I didn't want to start a bond. It was just like, I wanted to actually believe that it was just, like, I know it was a living thing, but I wanted to believe that it wasn't actually a living thing. I tried to push it out of my mind, like, try and forget about it, so I didn't have this emotional bond towards it. But that happened, and I suffered the wrath from it. But I don't know what else to do. Like, I'm restarting my recovery from self-harming again, which I was clean for like 2 to 3 months. And yeah, I should have actually started a live stream, like, well, not a live stream, just like a video expressing how I actually feel about this whole situation. But yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably understand where I'm coming from with this video. But I didn't know what else to do at the time because my voices were just so freaking loud that they actually did start to control me in some way. And because of that, I did self-harm. I didn't technically self-harm, I just scratched myself because most of the times I have done it, I've actually gone way overboard where I've actually needed stitches or butterfly strips and whatever. But this time I just scratched the surface of my skin and I didn't actually go deep. I didn't want to go deep, but I shouldn't explain. I shouldn't go into great detail because I know support groups like this and where I'm posting this is going to be a little reminder that you're not alone. But I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, letting go of something like that actually did control me in some way. Like, my voices have been very quiet for the past 2 to 3 months, and then it just came to me that there's a calm before the storm, really, and that's what happened tonight. I've gone off topic so many times right now, but that's just the insanity talking. But yeah, so I don't know what else to do. I know I should have rang my support worker, like telling him what has been going on today, and like I normally do, I normally just message him saying how my day was going. I know that's been a burden, just messaging him all the time how my day is going, but he's always said to me if I needed someone to vent to or pretty much express myself to, he was always there. But I always feel like I'm actually being a burden to him, and I don't actually mean that in a terrible way. Like, once I start to get a bond of something, I become very clingy, and when I get very clingy, I get sort of attached. Like, I form an addiction to the situation or the person or whatever, and then I just basically start to create a bond that shouldn't be there. Even though it's actually something important, I shouldn't actually take a bond in or take an interest in something like that. There's weird noises going outside my window at the moment. I don't know what that is. So hopefully I captured it in the video. But I know I'm not hearing that. I hope I'm not hearing that. We'll soon find out once I review this video before I post it anyway. But yeah, letting go of that little kitten was actually the hardest thing I've possibly ever done in my life. Like, I knew she was going to a great home and all, but my voices convinced me otherwise, and I really let them get the best of me, and I couldn't actually think of anything else than to believe what the voices were saying, because my mind was dead at the time. Like, half the time I'm emotionally paralyzed. I don't have any real emotion towards things, and yeah, I'm starting to realize that I do have some sort of emotional attachment to things as well. Like, I know I'm clingy, I know I attach myself to people and other things, but yeah, it was very hard trying to just trying to get over what the voices were saying, and what they were trying to tell me was very, very dark and hurtful. But yeah, I don't know where this video was going to begin with, but pretty much we're at 12 minutes now, and yeah. Anyway, follow me on Instagram. I update regularly on there about my current situations and different altercations in my life. The link would be in the description below. This is my second video so far posted to YouTube. My first video sadly got removed because I was actually playing music in the background, and somehow that picked up. So I had to remove the video so I didn't get suspended or couldn't be able to post again. So anyway, subscribe if you do want to hear more about me, because subscribing will actually help me, will actually make me be more supportive with my videos. This might be the second video, but I'm more active on Instagram than I am anywhere else, like YouTube. So yeah, that's my encounter for today.